Hey everyone, we are going to be playing some more Morrowind. But first, I will introduce myself. I'm Jeff. I play old and retro games on here all year round to raise money for the Toronto Hospital for Sick Children and the Sick Kids Foundation. It's part of an event called Extra Life, which connects gamers all over the world with their local Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's a very good cause, and it all culminates in November with what's called Game Day, which is a 24-hour gaming marathon. It's a lot of fun. This will be my 7th year doing it. I think it's Extra Life's 15th anniversary, and I will be streaming the entire thing. Gaming for a whole 24 hours, streaming and fundraising for a very good cause. You can check out my profile link down below and see some more details about it, or donate if you are so inclined. I would really appreciate it. This year, and what I always do is lead with a game that I really enjoyed as a kid, or maybe a game that I always kind of like was looking at the box when we went to the store and I never got to play. I'll always play something like that, something from my childhood. And this year we are doing Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers, which is a horror, mystery, supernatural thriller thing. Came out in 1993. It's really great. There's voodoo, there's murder. There is Tim Curry putting on an atrocious New Orleans accent. It is a lot of fun. It will be a lot of fun, and I hope you'll be able to join me. Well, without delaying any further, let's get started with Morrowind. So last time we played, we found out that we really are Nerevar Reborn. Turns out an Outlander can be this great Dunmer hero reincarnated. We have found the Cave of the Incarnate, which is where Azura, who is the Daedra Prince of Dusk and Dawn, I believe, where they had Moon and Star. Oh, my inventory's all screwed up. And Moon and Star is the ancient famous ring of Nerevar, which he used to unite the various peoples of Morrowind against the dwarves, and apparently no one but him can wear it. They will die if they try. We can wear it just fine. Azura appeared to us in a vision and said, "We are the one." So we are actually fulfilling the prophecies. We are the one. We are going to save Morrowind from the evil ancient enemy Dagoth-Ur, who was once a friend of Nerevar. But first off, we have to speak to all these ghosties who are the previous, I guess they're ancestors of the Ashlanders who thought they might be Nerevar Reborn, but ended up failing to fulfill the prophecies and usually dying in horrible ways. So we spoke to Peakstar last time, who I believe is the most recent of these failed incarnates, they're called. And yeah, she basically says that her job now is to be an ancestor, and ancestors' jobs are to guide people here in the present. So we're going to go around and we're going to get advice from all these previous failed incarnates and see what they have to say about being the Nerevarine, if they have any advice for me. So here is Ainteria. So she says she was not the one, but she waits in hopes, and she will tell me her story. So she says that she was a holy warrior of the temple in the golden era of the tribunal. She contributed to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple, which are now called Apocrypha. We've been learning about that a lot lately. There are some prophecies about the Nerevarine that the temple has called heresy and is trying to suppress. So she followed the tribunal unquestioningly to her regret, She never believed in the Nerevarine prophecies until it was too late. She says, take her possessions and her blessing. She gave us a book and a mace. So, she told us her story. She's failed. She's not the one. Again, she says an ancestor has no trade but to guard and counsel their living kin. So she says that I am the incarnate, I'm the Nerevarine, I'm the one, I cannot fail. Or I must not fail. Those are two different things. Here is Erudon. What does Erudon have to say? Erudon was not the one, but he waits and hopes. Ask, and he shall tell us his story. So what was his story? He saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. He lived through the humiliation of the surrender, swore hatred and vengeance against the Imperial and the Tribunal alike for their betrayals. But in his later years, he despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where he grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take his weapons and armor, he has no further use for them. Okay. So he says again, he was called to the prophecies, but he couldn't fulfill them. He failed. He says, I am the one and I must not fail. Okay. A lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Now we have Edreni Nerathan. She says, she was not the one, but she waits and hopes. Ask and she shall tell us her story. She says she lived in the late years of the Tribunate, and behind the scenes, she helped demoralize and then repel the Akaviri invaders. She knew nothing of Nerevarine or Dagoth until she took refuge with the Ashlanders. She died a fool trying to loot ruined Kogaroon, which we have been to. It's a very nasty place. She says, take these. Maybe there's something in the world left worth stealing. So she gave us some very nice thieving tools. And again, she was called to the prophecies, but she was not the one. She failed. She has no trade. And she says, I'm the guy. I've got to do it. Is there one more? So Hort Led is the last of the failed incarnates. He was not the one, but he waits and hopes. Ask, and he shall tell us his story. He says he died 400 years ago in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. He was a thinker and not a doer, and though he was marked by the stars, he was not a hero. He says, take my shit, my bones won't complain. He gave me a book, I believe, and a robe. And again, same old story. He wasn't the one, he failed. I'm the guy, I must not fail. So, we have to go back to the Urshalaku camp, which is all the way over here, and inform them that we succeeded in finding the Cavern of the Incarnate. And, yeah, we're the one. We're Nerevar Reborn. But we got some stuff. So Aintaria gave us a mace. Erudon gave us a spear and a cuirass. Hortled gave us a robe. Nothing particularly useful. The books might teach us some skills. Yep, so we improved our heavy armor skill with that book. What does Sithis teach? Improved our alteration skills. And those are actually two of our main skills, so that's quite useful. It's hard to raise them when they are quite high already, so that's very good. Alteration is now tied for my highest skill. So we can leave the Cavern of the Incarnate now and head back to the Urshalaku camp. I am going to put on my Boots of Blinding Speed. And that involves casting a spell so that they don't actually blind us. It's my Put On Your Boots spell. And get those boots on. And we are going to head northwest to the coast where the Urshalaku live. We're going to try and avoid any confrontations, but I'm ready to summon a magical axe if I have to. I'm going to avoid those guys. Those are probably outcast Ashlanders, and they will attack us on sight. It's a Daedric Ruin there. And a Dwemer Ruin. That's called Zergonopal. We're going to avoid Zergonopal. Maybe we'll visit later. We got Cliff Racers. Of course we got Cliff Racers. Let's go to Iraq. Deal with this guy when he swoops down. We got another one. I think that beetle's going to attack us. So, we don't want the shock resin. We will take racer plumes. We go through a lot of racer plumes because they are an ingredient in levitation potions. Looks like another rogue Ashlander camp. So we're just going to try and avoid them. A lot of those are involved in quests, so we don't want to unnecessarily, or I guess prematurely, engage in combat with them. The horns are going, so I know someone's trying to fight me. Just wait for him to drop down. Hey, Jeremy, it is going great. We are fulfilling prophecies, and it's a lot of pressure, but I think we can save Morrowind. How are you tonight? See if he's got any ingredients. He's got nothing. Oh, we got some dogs. And we don't need to worry about the disease that they spread, because we are the Nerevarine. Hey, Obsidian Fury. We are the Nerevarine, and we caught Corpus, but we're cured of all its bad symptoms. And we have all the good symptoms, so we are immune to disease now. And also, apparently, we won't age or die of natural causes, which is cool. But that was one of the prophecies we needed to fulfill to prove that we were Nerevar Reborn, that age and disease would not touch us. And by catching an incurable disease, we managed to fulfill that particular prophecy. That looks like a dead silt strider. Exactly what that is. Crazy. So we are just heading back to the Urshalaku camp. They are the Ashlanders who are most invested in these prophecies about Nerevar being reincarnated. And they've been kind of guiding us along our journey because we managed to convince them that we were heroic enough that we might actually be able to do these things. And we've been doing the things. We've been fulfilling the prophecies. I believe there are a few more trials left. We have to unite both the great houses. There's a tomb. We have to unite the great houses, and we have to unite all the Ashlander tribes. So I think that's our next big task. We have to have the great houses, who are sort of like the settled people. They live in permanent settlements all over the place. They have all the political power. And we have the Ashlanders here. Well, hopefully there's not a weird delay of like half a second. But great to have you all out this evening. As I said, the Urshalaku tribe of the Ashlanders, they've really kept the faith about these Nerevarine prophecies. And they have a lot of accumulated knowledge about it. They've told the stories from generation to generation. And they've been helping me go about seeing if I might be Nerevar Reborn. And basically, I'm fulfilling the prophecies left, right, and center. And they believe that I am Nerevar Reborn. So we're just going back to them to say that we have his ancient Moon and Star ring, which no one but Nerevar could wear. And it doesn't kill us when we put it on.
A warm welcome to you.
Just like a wall of screens with my face on them. That's exactly what I want. So, she says, I passed the third trial, which was I went to the Cavern of the Incarnate. I met Azura, or Azura appeared to us in a vision. But, yeah, so now I have to deal with the fourth trial and the fifth trial. So like I said, each Ashlander tribe and each great house must choose me as their war leader to unite against Dagoth-Ur, who is the ancient, evil, immortal enemy who lives in a volcano at the center of the island. And all the tribes must name me Naravarine. All the great houses must name me Hortator, which is like a war leader. So she says, when a greater enemy threatens, the great houses put aside their quarrels and they choose a Hortator, a single war leader to lead all the houses. Only a great house council can name a Hortator, and all the councils must agree. I have to speak with House Redoran, House Hlalu, House Telvanni, prove to them that Dagoth-Ur is actually coming back, and get them to support me as Hortator. So she says she doesn't know much about the ways of the settled people. So I'm going to have to basically figure this out on my own. But she says, you know, here you have to cultivate friends and beware your enemies. So find someone who likes us, get them to support us, and use him to win the rest over. So we actually are Archmagister of House Redoran, so I imagine this is going to be the easiest one. We sort of rose in the ranks, and we are recognized as their highest ranking. Oh, we'll get to the conspiracy theory. I think, well, we're going to talk to someone else later, and then we'll talk about the conspiracy theory, because all the pieces are going to kind of come together. But House Redoran, I think they are going to support us. I think they're going to support us just fine, because we are a big, important dude in House Redoran. House Hlalu... yeah. Oh, yeah. House Hlalu, they're traders, they're keen for profit, they're subtle with words. She says it'll be hard to find someone I can trust, maybe impossible. I'll have to fight with words. I'll have to beware tricks and lies. Look for hidden power, be wary, be suspicious. And the Telvanni, she says she doesn't know the ways of wizards, but she heard they honor the tests of life and death as we do. She says they live for the ones who do live for a long time, and the ones who die are forgotten. They're old, strange, and terrible. She knows little, but she's afraid of them. That's her advice. Be afraid. It is no time to be bold and careless. It is no time to hoard your treasures. With wizards, there are no second chances. So we basically know about all this stuff. We're just going to look at these blue subjects if you haven't been on here before or you don't remember. The blue subjects are things I can get information I haven't heard before. So she says, the fifth trial is a stranger's hand unites the Velothi, and 4 tribes call him Naravarine. So the 4 tribes are the 4 Ashlander tribes. The fourth trial... A stranger's voice unites the houses. 3 halls call him Hortator. Again, the fourth and fifth trials are pretty straightforward. So, we are going to avoid getting declared Naravarine yet by the Ashlanders. Because what's going to happen if we do that... I'm just going to... I'm going to cast Mark here so I can sit back here if I need to. But what happens if the Ashlanders declare us the Naravarine is the temple is going to be out for our blood. So we are going to become Hortator of all the great houses first. And then we won't have to deal with everyone in the settled peoples trying to kill us while we're going about our business. So Hortator first... Then we're going to get declared Naravarine by all the tribes. So, let's go to Aldrune, which is where House Redoran sits. We are going to cast Elmsivy Intervention and see where that brings us. Elmsivy Intervention brings us to the nearest temple. So I think we are in Nisus. So it's just a Silt Strider ride away. And I think the Reterans are going to basically outright say, yeah, you're the guy. Our Silt Strider pilot, owner, driver, I'm not quite sure what you'd call him, is down here. So we are going to go to Aldrune. We are going to go under Scar, which is the shell of the Emperor Crab. That was a living creature at one time, but now it's a big old building. And S, our wise woman friend, said we should seek an ally to support us. And we already have one. Athen Serethi is our guy. He supported us the entire time. He gave us a chance even though we were an outlander. We rescued his son from being imprisoned. His son was also under the influence of Dagoth Ur's evil hypnosis. So we did a lot of favors for him to gain his trust, but he believed in us, and he supported us as we rose through the ranks here in House Redoran. So we're going to talk to him about becoming the Redoran Hortator. And he says, I'm already the Archmaster of House Redoran, so I'll be Hortator of House Redoran. He hopes I'm as successful in persuading the rest of Morrowind to unite against Dagoth Ur and his blighted hosts. On behalf of the House and Council, take the Ring of the Hortator, a token of your office. By this ring, others shall know you as our chosen champion. He also has a sealed package for me. He does not know what it contains, but he received it from a contact in the highest ranks of the temple. His guess is that it has something to do with the temple's position on my claim to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. He also gave me a copy of a recent public notice identifying me as an Imperial agent. Uh-oh. He's satisfied by our sincerity, but he warns that others may not be so understanding. So we've been outed as a member of the Emperor's Secret Service. That's the reason we got released from jail and let off a boat here in Morrowind in the first place. We actually don't know why we were in jail in the first place, but regardless, the Emperor thought that we might fulfill the conditions of this prophecy, and I think he kind of wanted a friendly guy to do it rather than someone who was super hostile to the Empire. So it looks like someone has found out our secret. Let's take a look at this. What does it say? Well, beloved people of Morrowind, take heed, take warning. The outlaw named Dorcas Malorcus, stated traded battle mage, lately called Incarnate and Nerevarine, now is shown to the investigating ordinators and magistrates of this district to be an agent in the pay of the Imperial Intelligence Service. This outlaw's claims are false. The prophecies this outlaw cites are discredited. The dishonest character and base purpose of this outlaw in perpetrating this hoax are now made clear to all observers. Dorcas Malorcus is sought for various crimes by ordinators and town guards. Report all encounters with this outlaw to the proper authorities. If you see him in public, give the alarm. Published by the authority of the Temple, the Order of the Watch, Magistrates of Vardenfell District, under the signature and authority of Grandmaster Beryl Sala, Captain of the Watch. Hear and heed. So the Inquisitors don't like the Nerevarine prophecies. We've talked about this quite a bit. So basically, I'm a heretic now. I thought I could avoid it by not getting declared the Nerevarine by the Ashlanders yet, but it looks like we got found out for being an Imperial agent. Whoops. So what's this little package? So there's a package sealed with an anonymous wax seal containing a single page unsigned note. On the cover of the package it says, to the Outlander lately proclaiming his identity as the Nerevarine, to be delivered with haste. It says, the assertions made being in direct contradiction of the doctrine of the Tribunal, namely that you are the Nerevarine, the reincarnation of the sainted Lord Nerevar, are, in addition to being against the Temple teaching, incredible and implausible in the extreme. The revelations made by the Inquisition, namely that you yourself are in fact an agent of the Imperial Intelligence Service, otherwise known as the Order of Blades, lately made with substantial evidence by the Lord High Arch-Ordinator Beryl Sala, further calls into question the validity of the motivations behind your claims. However, as incredible as your claims are, as much as they are in direct contradiction of the teachings of the temple, and tainted as they are by the inferences to be made upon your close association with the covert policies and interests of the emperor, the interests of the temple and its leadership, and in particular the interests of his immortal lordship Vivek, are best served by close and personal examinations of the claims being made, and close and personal examinations of the motivations and character of the claimant. The temple, through its examinations of its records, in particular the records of the Hieroglypha and Apocrypha, is intimately familiar with the many and varied claims of signs and feats that would mark the Nerevarine according to prophecy. Therefore, in the event of the fulfillment of certain of these most remarkable and scarcely credible claims, namely, that the claimant should, at one time, be the acknowledged holder of several ancient titles of power and authority of the Dunmer people, to wit, Hortator of the Great Houses and Nerevarine of the Ashlander tribes, the temple proposes that the claimant of the identity of the Nerevarine shall present himself for inspection before his Reverend Honor Archcanon Lord Tholer Serioni, High Archcanon and Chancellor of Vivek, Archcanon of the Canonry of Vardenfell, Archpriest of the High Fane, for review and consideration of his claims and identity. However, until such time as the claimant actually has been named Hortator separately and jointly by the three great houses, and at the same time as being named Nerevarine separately and jointly by the 4 tribes of Ashlanders, there is no purpose in reviewing or discussing these claims. Because of the temple's official position on the prophecies, and in the interest of preserving the security of the claimant for those parties that might wish to do him harm, it is convenient that the claimant of the title of Nerevarine shall present himself in secret to Archcanon Serioni in the Archcanon's private quarters in the High Fane of Vivek. To signify agreement with these terms and conditions for a meeting with the Archcanon, the Nerevarine claimant may present himself to the healer of the High Fane in Vivek, Danso Indulus, and the necessary arrangements will be made. Once again, no purpose is served by a meeting until the claimant is named Hortator of the Great Houses and named Nerevarine by the 4 Ashlander tribe. Yada yada yada, Archcanon Serioni, Delano Lauren, Priest of Vivek, Assistant to the Archcanon, yada yada yada. So, the temple is basically willing to hear us out if we fulfill these 4th and 5th trials. It's a sticky situation for them because this is technically heresy, but also I think they're scared because these things are all happening. And at the high levels, they do know that Dagothar is back. You know, Vivek is a god. Yeah. So actually, I'm very high rank in the temple. I am the new Archcanon. And Archcanon Serioni is sort of in semi-retirement. So maybe they wouldn't give me a chance otherwise, but the temple generally loves me, or it did until I started with this Nerevarine nonsense. So maybe that's why they're willing to give us a chance. But first, we have to get the other great houses to name us Hortator. And we need to get the Ashlander tribes to name us Nerevarine. Yeah, I think probably a sit-down lunch. I'm going to be tired from all the running around. Okay, so that's my Ring of the Hortator from House Redoran. So I think we are going to go to Balmora and see if we can get House Lalu to declare us Hortator. I love lunch. What can I say?
I shouldn't have pushed so hard.
Lunch can always have appetizers, right?
How about sharing the wealth?
I must say, I find you.
We're going to zip over to Balmora, and we're going to see what they want us to do to get declared Hortator. I'm just going to check my journal. Okay, 4th trial. So, Lalu Hortator. That is An excellent little bit of advice. So I want to go to... yes, Hlalu counselors. Yes, so I do have to go to Balmora. I'm in the right place. Now, the Hlalu don't like me very much because, again, I am leader of House Redoran. But we're going to go to their council house and we're going to figure out who we got to talk to.
Yet I do think he meant well.
We're just going to use our speechcraft skills. We are very good with our words. Just raise everyone's disposition. See if they have anything to tell us about House Hlalu and who we should talk to here. What about you, Dondus? Just gonna butter you up a bit. Yeah. But you don't have anything worthwhile to tell us about this stuff. Nope. You can't tell us anything about becoming Hortator up the stairs. What about you, Bolnor? Yeah, you love us, don't you? You don't have anything to say about being Hortator.
3 blessings.
What about you? And our speechcraft's getting better. Yeah, everyone's gonna love me by the time I'm done. Who are you?
3 blessings.
Are you important enough to tell me something about being Hortator? Or not? Right? Who are you? Who do I gotta talk to around here?
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Like literally no one here can tell me about it. This is where they live. Someone behind here? No. What about you? Ah, this is the one. This is the one. Okay, so she says she keeps business going in Balmora while the Hlalu counselors are away, which is most of the time. So I'm going to give her 50 bucks so she tells me who to talk to. It says I should speak to Crassius Curio. He is in Hlalu Plaza in Vivek. Of the Hlalu counselors, he's most likely to listen to my requests, whatever they may be. He can be very eccentric at times, but his weaknesses allow him to be manipulated. Interesting. We're just going to ask about all these topics. And just by exploring these topics, they'll get put in our journal so we can look them up later. We don't need to read them right now. Oh yeah, definitely. They're coming to the party. So we are going to go to Vivek, and we're going to find Crassius Curio, and we're going to see if he'll sponsor us. Apparently he's eccentric, though. So, we're in the foreign quarter. Where is Hlalu? So Hlalu is 1 south and 1 west. You'll see what I mean if you haven't seen me in Vivek before. So Vivek is divided into cantons. There are these constructions on the water that are linked by bridges. So we're going to go 1 south and 1 west. That would be... Which one would be... That would be the Hlalu Canton. Let's see if we can get down here without hurting ourselves. Yeah. So, this should be where the Hlalu live. We'll just check a sign. There should be a sign on the wall somewhere. Yes, this is the Hlalu Canton. So apparently he's in a manor on top. So we're going to jump all the way up to the top. To the manor district. Maybe we'll ask about Crassius. Butter you up. Good. Crassius Curio, he has a splendid mansion. Okay. Not the pawnbroker. Not the alchemist. Curio Manor. Okay.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Yes. I'm here on business. I would like to speak to Crassius Curio. Yeah, well, we're literally in the building, lady. Where is the guy? Yeah, we want you to like us more. Thank you. I guess we're just gonna go around opening doors until we find him.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Crassius Curio sounds like he's an Imperial. He has an Imperial name. There he is,
Well,
Crassius.
A pleasure to meet you.
Alright. He says, well, if you're the Nerevarine, why haven't you fulfilled the prophecies? Surely you haven't forgotten. You haven't done something foolish, have you? You mustn't be shy, Dumpling. I heard that Archcanon Tholer Serioni, High Priest of the Temple, is very upset, and he's hoping that you will come speak with him at the High Fane here in Vivec City. Maybe that would be a good idea, don't you think? Okay, well, we are going to butter him up. He called me Dumpling, yes. I have a feeling I know what they mean by eccentric. So he's Crassius Curio. He says, yes, that's my name, but it sounds like music when you say it. Alright. So we want to be Hlalu Hortator. He says, a Hortator is a great house war leader. It's an ancient tradition, seldom invoked in modern times. I am going to tell him my story and ask to be confirmed as Hortator. He says, you want to be a Hortator? A pity. Orvis Dren does not want you to be Hortator, and very few counselors would be willing to risk Sir Dren's disapproval. But your eloquent passion, your exquisite vulnerability, moves me to risk all and defy Orvis Dren. Yes, sweetie, I will name you Hortator, but I have something to ask of you. Will you give me a kiss? Are we stalling for time, or are we smooching this guy? I think we're gonna smooch this guy. This is important. It's for Morrowind, right? He's in love. He's in love. It's love at first sight. He's willing to look past the fact that I am not in House Hlalu, that I'm a Redoran. Technically his enemy. Maybe that makes it more fun for him. This is the first person who asked to give me a kiss. Yes. Yeah, we're giving him a kiss. He says, how tender and thoughtful. You've made me the happiest fellow in Vivec. And now, Pumpkin, it's time for your gift. And I have just what you want. In my formal capacity as Counselor of House Hlalu, I give you my vote for the title as Hortator. Perhaps I can also give you a little suggestion. He says, I'm sure you can persuade Dram Barrow to support me as Hortator, if I can find him. Orvis Dren has Navana Ules and Valanda Omani in his pocket. I might want to make a little trip to the Dren plantation before talking to them. And then there's Yingling Half-Troll. So Dram Barrow. He's very secretive and lives somewhere in Vivec. Navana Ulis lives in Ulis Manor near Saran. Valandi Omani Belanda Omani lives outside Vivek on Elmas Island. Orvis Dren. So we know about Orvis Dren already. He is well connected in House Lalu. He's one of the counselors. He's the brother of Duke Dren, who's the Empire's representative here in Vardenfell. And it is rumored that Orvis Dren is the head of the Kimona Tong, which is basically like the Morrowind Mafia. So he's a bad dude. Crassius is straight up telling us he's the head of the Kimona Tong. So I might be able to bribe him or trick him. He despises the Empire, and he's heard that he's made some kind of deal with the 6th House. So that's super bad. So he says, Yingling Half-Troll is a foreigner like me, but he simply doesn't understand the Dunmer like I do. If you were to dispose of him, the other counselors would not be upset. If you kill any of the rest of us, of course, it's a different story. He lives in Yingling Manor in St. Olms. So we'll visit him first, I guess. Yeah, what else? Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So, St. Olms Canton is, where, man, what's his name? Not Ulyss, Drambarrow. Lives somewhere in Vivek. Okay. We'll ask around for Drambarrow. If anyone here can tell us. The clothing piles are definitely a Morrowind tradition. So no one here knows where he is. Anyone in here? That's just a storage room. So apparently he lives in St. Olms Canton. Alright. Where is St. Olms? It is East 2 and South 1. So off we go. What a view. St. Olms, St. Olms. Arena. The real trick is getting it stacked high enough to be a true monument. Alright, so we'll ask around about Drambarrow here, since we are in St. Olms. We're going to avoid the Ordinator over there. That's one of the temple guards. They're probably mad at us right now. Seen him at the top of St. Olms. Okay, we got to go up top. Drambarrow. Doesn't know where he lives, but somewhere around here. Maybe there's like...
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Yingling Manor. Oh, we'll talk to Yingling guy who Crassius suggested we could just straight up murder. And no one would be bothered. Interesting.
No worries.
This
I
guy's
won't
just
hurt
named
you.
Star.
Ask your
A
question.
great name. Fellow orc. Thanks for coming out, Jeremy. It's good to see ya.
Welcome. Please speak.
basement.
Welcome.
Ah, you bring good fortune with you. Welcome.
Oh, there's Yingling. We'll just close the door here so we can have some
No worries.
privacy.
I won't hurt you. Ask
So.
your question.
Let's see if we can make him like us. So far, I've kept my clothes on. I'll do what I gotta do to save the people of Morrowind, though. I am a hero. So, what does he say? He says, a Hortator is a great war leader. I'm going to tell him my story and ask him to name me Hortator. He says, that's a touching story, but if you don't have 2,000 bucks, you won't get my vote. I do have 2,000 bucks. That's totally fine. So, House Lalu, we're going to have to spread some bribes around. Yes, well, the story is, when we were teenagers and Morrowind first came out, and I bought it, Jeremy was over, and we were enthralled by the idea of an open world RPG like this, where you could go anywhere or do anything. He's like, so I could just attack anyone in town? I was like, yep. Jeremy says, okay. And we could just, like, take their stuff? And I was like, yep. He's like, can we build a giant pile of clothes in the middle of town after we kill everyone? I was like, that's sick, man. Let's do it. So that's the story. We made a big pile of clothes in the middle of town. That's it. That's Morrowind. Okay. So, we've got Yingling's vote. We just had to bribe him. So, who else? Who else are Hlalu counselors? Let's look at our thing here. So, we need to find Drambarrow. So he also lives near here, somewhere in St. Olms. He's very secretive, though. She doesn't know anything. Also here. Do you know anything?
Where is that slave?
You don't know anything. It's gonna make you like us. Very important to me that I be liked. So maybe we just gotta like... Oh, Haunted Manor. That's absolutely where someone's hiding out. Is it like actually haunted? Sounds like it's haunted. Okay, this one is locked. I think we can... There we go, we've got a spell to open that. Okay, so no more haunted noises. Oh, hey, man.
No
Guarding
worries.
the bolt.
I won't hurt you. Ask your question.
What do you know about Dram? Okay, he's the boss. Go talk to him, alright. There's Drambarrow.
Where is that slave?
And Omesu Halaris. She doesn't get paid to answer
3
questions,
blessings,
though. Okay.
Sarah.
So, let's butter Drambarrow up. He says he took precautions so that he's not found easily, but he'll have to take more precautions. Yeah. The fake haunted house didn't do it, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna tell him my story and ask him if he'll name me Hortator. He's probably gonna ask for money, though. It says you found him, which means you're resourceful. He will vote for me. His vote alone means nothing. Yingling's a fool, bribe or kill him. Crassus Curio is a man of passion and can be manipulated. But Valanda and Novana are Orvis Dren's creatures, and they will do nothing without his approval. So it looks like now we have to go talk to Orvis Dren. And I believe he lives outside of town, but not too far. I wonder how they got the sound effects. It's probably magic, I guess. I don't see any speakers. So the Dren Plantation. Yeah, it's northwest. So we're gonna go have a chat with the Mafia Don, Orvis Dren. We'll try not to ask him for any favors. We'll try and negotiate from a position of strength. Not sure what that is going to be yet, but we will find something. And if we gotta kill him, we gotta kill him. It is what it is, right? Probably doing a good thing, right? So the Dren plantation is like northwest. Okay. Might be able to follow the road. Signposts. Just for towns, though. Whoops, that's dead end. That looks like it's probably the plantation. Betcha there are slaves there. We'll see if we can bust them out. We're gonna really screw up this guy's day. Alright. Gajulen. Who are you, man? Alright, I gotta find the key before Gajulen can be freed. Who are you? Oh, you're very easy to manipulate. Yes, so there definitely is more vegetation here. So Morrowind, Vardenfell, which is the island of Morrowind, because there's actually more to Morrowind on the mainland. But this is Vardenfell, which is like a big chunk. It's an island off the coast. It's divided into a few different regions that have like very different climate. So we're in the Ascadian Isles region now. This like delta kind of system down here. It's very lush. There are trees. There's a lot of agriculture going on. As you head east, you sort of get into the Molag Amur region, which is like volcanic. Lots of ash. There's lava rivers. It's pretty nasty. As you go farther north, you get into the Grazelands, which are kind of grassy and rolling hills. Very pleasant. Up north, that's the Molag Amur region, which is also volcanic, rocky. There's not so much active lava up here. It's more just like ash and scrub. The west coast is called the Bitter Coast, and it's swampy. So yeah, there's a few different regions. Oh, and in the center of the island is Red Mountain. It's a volcano. But yeah, there are different regions, and they have different kinds of vegetation. But we are in the Ascadian Isles, which is actually quite pleasant. So, Orvis Dren. He's in the villa. Okay. Mostly volcanoes. Yeah, there's a lot of volcanoes. The island is a volcanic island. Not much you can do about that. Hello. Wow, these guys are really dumb. They're easy to butter up. Okay. So I think I'm going to deal with Dren first, and then I'm going to free all his slaves. You know, just as a final screw you. This guy has a Daedric shield, though, which those are rare. Anything in the basement? Oh, it's locked and trapped. Interesting. Upstairs. At home. Got. Let's. No one's around here. I'm gonna snoop through his desk. It's trapped and locked, though. So we're going to have to get our probe out to try and disarm the trap. Trap is too complex. My chance to disarm it is 0. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to unlock it. And what we are going to do is we are going to cast telekinesis. And we're going to open it up from across the room so that the trap doesn't hurt us. Pretty clever, right? So yeah, we tripped the trap. And now we can open it. There's money inside. And there's a skull for some reason. But nothing particularly interesting. There is Orvis Dren, the man himself.
Say what you want or go away.
Well, he's got Daedric Greaves. Do I have Daedric Greaves? I don't. I'm definitely going to take those from him. So, first off, again, very easy to manipulate these guys. They shouldn't be so easy to butter up. I want to be the Hlaalu Hortator. So he says, you want to be Hortator of House Hlaalu, and you've come to me. You show unusual wisdom for an Outlander. But what's the title of Hortator worth to you? Why do you want to be Hortator? He is super, like, hateful of the Empire. So I'm going to tell him that what I really want I mean, it is true. I want to protect Morrowind. I've fallen in love with this place. The people have their problems, but I do care about them. It's great. I'm going to tell him that I want to defeat Dagothur and protect Morrowind from the Empire. He says he's long believed it was a mistake to turn from the old gods. Perhaps Azura is with you after all, and perhaps not. I will tell you that I have spoken with Dagothur. He promised me the same thing, that he will drive the foreigners from our lands. But he is not one to ignore opportunity, nor is he one to be troubled by rubbing two sides of a coin. If I'm an orc of my word, he's my ally, and he will tell Valanda Omani and Nirvana Ules to support me as Hortator. So yeah, Dagothur has been infiltrating a lot of people's dreams, and making a lot of promises. He's been doing it to us. So we just managed to talk him into it. What I'm going to have to do here, I want to get him to turn away and look at me, because I want to sneak in and steal that piece of leg armor there. So I just want him to look at me. I don't want him to be looking directly. Well, okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to save my game. I'm going to cast my Act Casual spell, which makes me very difficult to see. And I got the Greaves. Okay. We did it. We stole his pants. Jeremy would love it. Jeremy would love it. We stole someone's pants. And I'm going to put them right on. Yeah. We look pretty good. We look pretty good. Those are cool pants. Super heavy, though. They weigh 54 stones, and our previous pants only weighed 36. Yeesh. Alright, so now that we have this guy's support, we're gonna fuck up his day and free all his slaves. So, this guy's down here now. Can we pickpocket him? He doesn't have anything. Is he like stuck in the wall? He can't see us? He's bugged out. Oh no, he detects us now. I guess I was just better at sneaking than I thought I was. See the little icon in the lower left? The hand grabbing the coin purse? That means that we are successfully sneaking and that no one detects us at the moment. When we come into this guy's view, Oh, when he detects us. Okay, so I want to bust open this door and see what's down here. That spell won't do it. We got to use my custom unlock spell, which is called Dorcas Unlockus. Get a little more magic to do it. Oh, he sees us again. Okay. It's also trapped, so we're going to use our telekinesis trick again. Whoops, wrong spell. Telekinesis is what I want. Open the door remotely. Just sneak in past him. Oh, another lock level 60 entrapped door. Okay. Must be something good down here. Where's Dorcas Unlockus? Can we disarm this trap? We can disarm it. I'll just disarm it. Okay, I have a chance. There we go. Oh, crap.
There is no escape.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. I really don't want to kill you, but if I have to. If I have to, yeah, you can make me kill you.
There is no escape.
Come on, get out of here.
There is no escape. There is no escape.
These guys do not know what they're in for. Get out of here. Alright, just close that door behind us. I'm gonna take your cool daggers, though. They actually caused me quite a bit of trouble. Anything else? Just drink that potion. What do we got down here? What I'm really looking for is the key to the slave bracers that keep them imprisoned. Lock level 75, that seems important. Wow, there's a lot of high-level locks down here. Don't have enough magic to do it, so I'm going to store that magic. Oh, we need another restore magic potion. Else? Looks like that's everything. And they're all trapped, so we're going to see if we can disarm those traps. That's disarmed. We got soul gems, rubies, diamonds, don't care about those. Dren's note. Okay, this is a note that says he might kill the Duke if he keeps screwing up their criminal operations. Keep that in our back pocket if we need to do any blackmailing later. Probably could have been an alternative way to solve this particular quest if we hadn't chosen the right dialogue options. We'll take his money. That's worth money. Gold. Okay, yeah, and he has an ash statue. And these are what Dagoth is using to, like, telepathically transmit his thoughts. We're just going to take that, and we'll get rid of that for him as a favor. Alright. Get our axe back. Someone tries to start a fight with us. Yeah, we're cool. We're cool. Alright. Let's see if we can find that key to free all the slaves. The guardhouse would be a good place to look for it. Let's see, man.
Outlander.
You got nothing on your table? I'm just going to sweet talk you so you like me. Sure, give me a little advice. Alright. What's going on up here? Hey there. We're going to be friends. Or at least I'm going to manipulate you into thinking that we're friends. Again, I'm just looking for...
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go
a
ahead.
key that's being left out. Otherwise, might have to try and pick someone's pocket. Try and find that key.
A warm welcome to you.
Not seeing it. Might be in one of those chests. She's gonna get mad immediately if we open that chest where she's looking. That's not in that one. Just kind of hiding behind this pillar so she doesn't notice us. Whoops, she spotted us. We'll sneak from around the corner again. Okay. It's not in that one. Fortunately, it might be in the one right beside her. It's not.
I must
Okay.
say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Interesting. If anyone sees the key somewhere, let me know. Nothing on the table here. Oh, there's one more person here. Hi. Do
You have potential,
have the
Outlander.
key?
Are you here for training?
Don't have the key. Alright, let's keep looking. What's this? Shipping house. Yeah, we're just gonna poke around until we find a key to unlock these slaves' restraints. Do you have something, Mash? You don't. What about in the desk there? Nothing in the desk. Anything on the desk? Oh,
May
there's
your
that.
kills be quick and many.
Okay, okay. Who are you? You're a warrior and kinsman. Okay. Oh, there's a key right there. That is what we are looking for. So we are going to have to stealthily sneak up the stairs after this guy thinks we're gone and nab the key. Just like so. Oh, this guy here. Who are you? Let's be friends. Well, that was easy. Got anything good going on?
I feel I can truly share with you without fear.
Yeah, it's because we're friends. Alright. Nothing interesting. I'm gonna go free all these slaves. These guys aren't slaves. It's cool though. It's cool though. We'll find them. Hello, Harargle. You are gonna lose your job.
What was that?
Okay, so I guess there's like a bunch of employees here. Yada yada yada. Kimono Tong don't like foreigners. Stay clear of the Kimono Tong. Morrowind was great before the Empire. Outlanders suck. Yeah. Not great people. Storage shack. Okay, don't care about that.
3 blessings.
To you.
Hey there. Arabi. You can go free. Okay, sneak out when you can. Azini.
How does it feel to know death is near?
Oh, they're mad about that, huh? Alright. Fine. Gonna go John Brown on them. Alright. You're free, you're free. Go free. Everyone is free, go free. You're old and cannot make it on your own. Okay, he thinks we're southwest of some farm he needs to get to. Wait here for a second, buddy. Wait here. I'll help you after. Sorry, folks, this is super important. It's way more important than being Hortator. I can do that later. Oh, they're all after me now.
There's no escape.
That's cool. I've already got Dren's vote.
I have you.
Storage shack key. Yeah, we'll check that out. Ebony broadsword. That's worth quite a bit of money. I'll take that. Not sure if I have one already or not. A little bit of money. Who else? Who else? Check out that
3
storage
blessings.
shack. Who are you? Just some guy in a storage shack? What do you want to bet? It's like full of drugs. Yeah, it's full of moon sugar. Alright, no big deal. I don't care about the moon sugar. All these guys are going free though. Who else? There was the one in the dock.
Yes, honored guest.
You're free, yep. Is that all of them? Let's have a look around, have a look around. I think we might have freed them all. Yeah, you're free already. Okay, okay, okay. Now this guy wants to go somewhere because he's old. He needs help. Stair to Can's farm. It's north and east along the road. Okay. Let's do it, man.
Where are you going?
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. North and east along the road, he says. And because he's so slow, I'm just going to put on my regular boots. Which match my new pants, by the way. I'm getting close to having a full Daedric set. Kind of. I'm like from the feet up. Yeah, just don't fall too far behind. He's old, I guess. He's old. What about you, buddy? Are you a slave? Do I need to free you? Different key. I'll be back. I'll be back. I have to make an entire stream dedicated to doing this. We are looking for Steerdican's farm. This it?
Where is that slave?
Man it. No. Keep going, keep going.
Where is that slave?
Yep, keep up, man. I know you're old, but... This looks like a fancier one. Arval Plantation, that's not what we want. North and east, north and east. Say Steerdican's. North and east along the road from the Dren Plantation. He thinks they're southwest of the farm. Okay. Right, man. Okay, okay. He thinks we're southeast now. Oh, he can tell me. He can tell me. Okay. So, northwest. Let's keep going northwest. Be easier if you led the way, but... This is the Arval Plantation. We'll definitely be back here at some point. But where is Steerdican's farm? Is that it, like over there? That little shack? This is Arval Manor still. No, you don't have directions. It's alright, we're getting better at talking to people. So it's north and east along the road from Dren Plantation. Okay. Did I miss it somehow? Well, Arval Manor. North and east. Manet's farmhouse. I guess we're just gonna keep going north and east. Have to drink an energy drink though. find this farm. Keeping up all right, man? A whole lot of farms in the area is the problem. Ah,
Well,
there's
friend, what
Starican.
brings you here?
This is it. This is the place. Gotta get closer to the building. That's like literally the guy though, man. You have to like go in.
Thank you.
Okay. So he says, "Thank you for my freedom." He knows a little secret about Orvis Dren I might find useful. Yeah, okay, so we know about the message about assassinating his brother. That's cool. We'll use that if he's mad because we freed all his slaves. Okay, cool. So this seems to be like a safe house for escaped slaves. That's cool. Starican, you're a good man. All right.
What did I do to deserve this honor?
Who are the other counselors? So Nirvana Ulis lives near Saran. Landa Omani lives on an island east of Vivek. I'm gonna put on my walk real fast boots again. Because I don't have an old Argonian following me that needs to keep up. Where are my boots? So an island east of Vivek. Or are we closer to Saran? We might be closer to Saran at this stage. Where is Saran? Yeah. Let's go to Saran first, because we're like almost there. Then we'll go back to Vivek. Yeah, that's Saran over there. Just a little town. Cross that bridge. That guy's probably gonna come. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's find out where this counselor lives. Ugh, slave market. Jesus. Yeah, we really have to have a whole session where we Harper's Ferry it. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Okay. So I think she lives here somewhere. As usual, anytime we find someone to talk to, we chat them up, make them like us a little bit more. Down here. No one here. Right? Sergio Avon. Orin. I guess this is like the mayor. I don't need this guy. We're in the wrong house. Wrong mansion, I guess. Alright. apothecary. That's a temple. What's this place? Trade house. Trader. Warren Manor, yep. What's her name? What's her name? Ulyss. Ulyss Manor across the lake to the west. Okay. So she lives west of Saran, not in Saran. Alright. Just a little swim. We can find a riverbank that is not too steep to climb. That would be great. There we go. So whose house is this? Is this the right house? Ulyss Manor. This is what we are looking for. Nothing. Nothing. Is anyone even here? Ah, the woman herself. So we will just butter her up. So she says she's just heard the news, Dorcas. Congratulations on your negotiations with Orvis Dren. What can I do for one as influential as yourself? Yeah, we want to be Hortator. She says, they said if she knew what was good for her, she would do as I asked. So she's going to vote for me. All right. Excellent. So there's one left. There's one left. We need to find Valanda Omani. It's on an island east of Vivek. We're good at this political business. Nice job, everyone. So an island east of Vivek. Just gonna head straight south and look for a fancy house. Oh yeah, they got great design plans. Everyone's house has very well thought out and tasteful decorations. I don't think she's living in the Daedric ruins there. It's more likely she's gonna be in a house. They said east of Vivek. That's Vivek there. Let's just check out all the houses nearby. I think I like the houses that are just like full of random useless pots. It's probably my favorite interior design choice. Omani Manor. That's exactly where we need to go. Make this guy like us a little bit more. Okay, yeah, so we got like some nice table settings. Again, just random jugs and bottles. You're not who I'm here to talk to. You are, though. So we'll chat for a bit. harder to convince. Get you all the way up to 100 disposition. If we really screw it up, we'll offer a bribe. There we go. So I want to be the Hlalu Hortator. She says, of course, you want to be Hortator of House Hlalu. No sooner said than done. You will, of course, need to receive confirmation from the other Hlalu counselors, but she has every confidence in my ability to persuade them. Once all counselors agree, speak with Crassius again, and he will give me the belt of the Hortator. So I think I have them all now. Let's just see. So we've got Drambaro, we have Orvis Dren, we have Nevena and Ulis. Actually, maybe Orvis Dren isn't even a counselor. I think he just influences them. Either way, we got everyone on board. So we need to go back to Crassius, get called Dumpling a few more times, maybe Pumpkin, and he's going to give us the belt of the Hortator. It's all the way on the other side, maybe? Yeah, it's all the way on the other side of town. That's okay. Just fly over. Got a few levitation potions. That should make it pretty quick. Zoom. You'd think you'd see more people doing this in a world where there's so much common magic around. I think this is Hlalu. Yep. Okay. Gotta go meet our friend Crassius again. Get a little congratulatory smooch, who knows? Which is his place. This is his place. It does seem pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie.
A warm welcome to you.
Okay,
You seem
Crassius,
like
I think we
very
did it. So we got Dram. Okay, we got Orvis. We got Yingling. We got Nevena. We got Belanda. So, all the counselors agree? Splendid! I'm so happy for you. What an honor. But no more than you deserve, Pumpkin. And now I have a little treat for you. It's a belt given to the Hortator of House Hlalu. Just snug it around that supple little waist. Now, I know you have important things to do, but don't be a stranger. Don't neglect poor, lonely Uncle Crassius, your devoted admirer. What a guy. What a guy. Okay. So that's House Hlalu. We have the belt of the Hortator.
A warm welcome to you.
Right? Okay. I am carrying a lot of stuff, so I am going to zip back to my handy-dandy pocket dimension house and drop off some things. I'm just going to throw them into storage. I've been doing a little decorating. See, I've got my Daedric weapon collection. It's not quite complete. I need a few more things to add to it, but I've been doing a little interior design in here. I hope you guys like it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna dump. Where's the ebony armor? Ebony's in this cabinet. The ebony stuff in this cabinet. Do I have a broadsword up? I do have an ebony broadsword already. So I will just sell this one here, but for now I just need to get it, like, out of my inventory because it's taking up too much weight. So I'm going to throw a bunch of stuff in here that I probably will get rid of. And I'll put the stuff I actually want to keep in a different chest. So the stuff I actually want to keep, I'll actually decorate with it at some point. Maybe we'll do an interior design day too. But I'm going to keep this all separate. I'm going to keep all these things. All right. One moment, folks. I have a very sad cat who wants to come inside. I will be right back. Okay, the cat is inside. He is no longer sad, or at least he is less sad. Centered again here. Okay. Anything else I want to drop in here? Oh, yeah. I can put another Ash statue down. That's the one I stole from Orvis Dren. Just rotate that a bit. Looks cool next to its buddy. Yeah. Anything else I need to get rid of? Not really. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I've got my cool House Dagoth stuff that I've been collecting here too. Pretty great, pretty great. Got some magical shields hung up. These are all my named weapons, so these are like artifact unique weapons. There's only one of them. Only one of each, I should say. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I've been enjoying decorating a little bit. I'm going to throw all my alchemy ingredients in here. Alright, we're good, we're good. Now we just walk out the door. And we're back where we were.
A warm welcome
Cool
to
beans. So, we need to convince House
A warm
Telvanni now. Probably the easiest way to get to House Telvanni is go back to the Foreign Quarter and magically transport to the Mages Guild in Sadrith Mora, which is where House Telvanni is based. Sorry, I'm parched. Okay. You're gonna levitate. I have levitate hotkeyed here. I do. Okay. Where is the Mages Guild? It's the one with that symbol. Oh shoot, I forget every time. So when you're levitating for whatever reason, it puts you in a weird position when you come into the Mages Guild here and you get stuck in the floor, like in the geometry. So you can't be levitating when you go through that door. So, Sadrith Mora. We're going to go to the Council Hall. And see if there are any Telvanni counselors around. And if there are, will they let us be the Telvanni Hortator? So the Council Hall is like a big mushroom thing. Bigger than these. I think it's that blue one over there. Yeah, that's where it is. Cool. Alright. So, these are the mouths, which are sort of like, well, like what it sounds like. They basically do the day-to-day stuff for all the Telvanni counselors. The Telvanni counselors are all ancient wizards, and they can't be bothered with the day-to-day stuff. So these mouths here do the day-to-day stuff. So let's just see if we can be the Telvanni Hortator. So he says, that's the traditional title given to the special champion and war leader among the great houses. Why are you interested? I'm going to tell the story. So he says, it's not a pleasant story, and it means trouble is coming for all of the great houses. You have to speak directly to Master Arion on a matter of such importance. His tower Telvos is north along the coast. You can probably get a ship to Telmora. We know how to get there. We've been there before. Anyway, let's ask about the rest. Okay, he gave us a book that says where they all live, but we will speak to all the mouths here and see if there's anything we can do. We're going to tell them their story. So Master Neloth lives here in Sadrith Mora. That's easy. I have a feeling they're all going to say, go speak directly to the counselor. Yep. Alright, and they all hate me until I talk to them for a little bit, and then they think I'm a great guy. So, same deal, tell the story. Good grief! We've heard about the reborn Nerevar for years and thought it was just Ashlander superstition. You have to speak directly to Mistress Dratha about it. She lives at Telmora, a tower north along the coast. You should be able to find a ship at the docks to take you there for a pittance. But I must warn you, Mistress Dratha doesn't like men of any race. I suggest you do everything possible to improve her disposition before talking to her. Yeesh, okay. Okay. Same deal. Tell the story. Talk directly to Mistress Thorana. There's no convenient way to get to her. Warning, she's very eccentric. It is hard to get and keep her attention. You'll do better if you try and keep her happy and not distract her with long arguments. Okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know. That's all of them. So, we are going to go to the one in town, Master Neloth, I believe. Let's see if we can convince him. So, he's in the big tower. I guess we'll see what she likes. Maybe see if there's any housework she needs doing first. Okay. So we've got to levitate, unfortunately. Get up there. Zip up to the upper tower. She's probably at the top. Or he. Yeah.
Say what you want or go away.
We're just going to butter up your friend here. Ooh, he really hates me. Okay. Let's see if we can persuade him. Nope. Bribe him with 1,000 gold first. Okay. That works. I want to be the Hortator. He says, Hortator, war leader of House Telvanni. Is that necessary? Why doesn't anyone tell me about these things? Do you want the job? Are you qualified? Good. Go ahead. I don't care. Be the Hortator. Now go away. So that's great. He just wants to be left alone. We got 1 vote. Hooray! That is amazing. So, Teleroon is probably the next one we want to go to. Yeah, the Telvanni's thing is basically they just want to be left alone to do their thing. Their thing is sometimes scary and evil, but they want to be left alone to do it. My levitation wore off. I'd have to rest a bit out of magic, and I don't want to keep wasting my levitation potions. And the Telvanni Wizard Lords all make you levitate to go see them. Alright. Up we go, up we go. It's underground, I don't care about that. I want to go up to the tower. Because the wizard lives in the tower. Living quarters, maybe.
Where is that slave?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Keep using my potions for now. Doesn't seem to be where an important person lives. It's up higher, I think.
I
Upper
don't have a
tower.
lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't want to talk to you, though. I want to talk to the Wizard Lord. There we go. Master Gothrin.
Where is that slave?
Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. First off, there we go. You like us as much as you're going to like us. So he says, yeah, he knows what a Hortator is. We're going to tell him the story. He says, no. Wait, let me think. Yes, I understand perfectly. Your story makes sense. Your proofs are persuasive, but a decision on such a remarkable matter is a grave responsibility and not to be taken in haste. I need some time to reflect and consider and to confer with the other Telvanni counselors. Leave me alone. Okay, so he says, he's heard my story. You're not one of us, so I suppose I'll have to explain. Or you'll just keep annoying me. I have no intention of naming you Hortator of House Telvanni. It is not in Telvanni interest to name an unknown and unreliable outlander and outsider to such an important position. My opinion will not change. If you persist in bothering me, you will regret it. This discussion is over. Okay, so he tried to dissuade us. We might have to use an axe to resolve this situation. So he says, I have not changed my mind. I do not intend for you to even be the Telvanni Hortator. Fulfill the prophecies in your next incarnation, Nerevar. Yada, yada, yada. He's got a big story about Nerevar that we know already. But he's straight up not going to do it. So, we are just going to taunt him until he attacks us.
There is no it.
Oh, wow. Oh, and his buddies are helping. Right. So, among the Telvanni, might makes right. So, I'm going to assume that this is a totally valid way to resolve this situation. Can I get at these other guys? Got an ebony sword, worth a bunch of money. Dwarven Warhammer, do not care about that. Alright, so Gothrin is dead. We don't need to worry about his vote. Problem solved. Let's slide down here. Try not to hurt ourselves. We are going to go to Tel Voss, Master Aryan. We're going to take a boat over to Voss. Yes, boss. So, he's got a super cool tower, if I remember correctly. Tel Voss. He is like incorporated Imperial architecture with Telvanni Mushroom House Wizard Tower growing capabilities. Yes, so it's like a combination of the two. It's really cool. Just need to figure out a way in. Hey, dude. Do you know the way in? There's an entrance to Southern Tower. Maybe that's it. Up we go. See if we can find Master Aryan. Oh, okay. Hi. Not hostile, though. That's cool. The jail. Okay, there's a jail. Oh, he is attacking me. We don't need to worry about him. Hey, do you know where Master Aryan is? Levitate up to the top of the tower and look for a door facing south. It's always levitation. It's always levitation. Okay. Well, let's levitate then. Up to the top, he says. Central tower. Barracks and armory. That's the door facing south. Thought we had it. I thought we had it. Eastern tower. This is very confusing, man. Have to be way more clear about your directions. Skeleton. Just hanging out, huh? Alright. Telvanni Wizards. What are you gonna do? Another skelly man. Excuse me, I'm just gonna slip past you. Oh, I see. The mushroom has grown in here and screwed things up. That's fun. It's just a dead end. Just a dead end. Up we go again. Don't mind us. They don't seem to. You would think it would be the central tower, though, right? Oh, this looks important. This looks important.
We are not fangless, friend.
Hello. Master Aryan. Right? This is the Dwemer Museum. That's cool. He's got a little collection set up. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Okay. Southern Tower. I really just want to find this guy. Okay, okay. About you. Just gonna tell me the exact same thing. Services tower. Just gonna float up again. Float all the way up. Oh, I see. I see. There it is. Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just gonna go talk to your boss. I don't keep getting stuck on stuff. There he is.
Say what you want or go away.
First off, let's chat. Let's be friends. He says, yes, I've heard of you. You're the outlander who wishes to be Telvanni Hortator. Yep, that's me. As a Hortator is a special champion and war leader chosen to lead a great house in war. Why do you ask? Tell him our story. He says, I understand. You are willing to take the responsibility, and I am willing to vote for you as Hortator. I think the other Telvanni counselors will cooperate, though some might need a little persuading. Master Neloth is ill-tempered, Mistress Dratha doesn't like men, and Mistress Thorana is losing her mind. Archmaster Gothrin is another problem. We will not refuse you directly, but will delay indefinitely. I recommend that you kill Archmaster Gothrin. We actually just did this. Great. Master Neloth. Got him. Mistress Dratha. She's the oldest and is sustained by necromantic arts. She dislikes men. He does not know why. Mistress Thorana has not aged well and becomes more eccentric every year. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so we got Aryan's vote. That is cool. Alright.
Where is that snake?
I think we will probably call it there for the evening, since we just hit our 2 hours. But we are 2/3 of the way through the 4th trial. We freed a bunch of slaves. It was a good night overall. Thanks for coming to watch. As always, I'm Jeff. I play old and retro games. I'm raising money year-round for the Toronto Hospital for Sick Children and the Sick Kids Foundation here in Toronto. It's part of Extra Life, a organization that connects gamers all over the world with their local Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And it's a great cause. Every fall, the first weekend of November is Game Day, which is a 24-hour gaming marathon. This will be my 7th year doing it. It's Extra Life's 15th anniversary, I think, this year. It's a really great cause. It's a fun time. Visit my fundraising page down below. I would really appreciate it. There are some more details now. We will be playing the 1993 supernatural thriller game, Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. It's a fun mystery game. There will be murder. There will be voodoo. There will be revenge. There will be Tim Curry putting on a terrible New Orleans accent. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. Please stay tuned for more details about that. But that will be the game I am leading my 24-hour marathon with. There will be various incentives, milestones, so certain things might happen when we reach certain amounts of fundraising. I might provide incentives to, donate a certain amount of money. In previous years, I've let people pick games for me to play. I have let people pick destinations for me to fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Who knows what I'm going to put in there this year? It should be fun any way I decide to do it. But Gabriel Knight is the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you again for coming out this evening. I really appreciate it. And hope to see you next week. Have a good weekend, everyone. Talk to you later.